So a little bit about you, Foxy.
What do you want to know?
How many kids do you have? Because we found this out when we met you, and then we was like, "Nah, we need to get him
How
on."
many?
Yeah.
I have 6.
Okay.
How many baby mums?
3.
How many are black?
1.
Oh.
Why do you always ask that question?
Because I can.
What's
It's our platform. I can ask. What are they, mixed or white? They're Caucasian. The ones are Caucasian, isn't it?
No, the last lot.
A Caucasian.
Yeah.
So what's the order? What did you start off with?
2 black, my first partner.
Yeah.
Then...
You was young then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I had a white partner. So my son's mixed race. And then another white partner. And my 2 daughters are my son's mixed race.
Patchwork quilt. No worries. Gets like that sometimes.
She's facey, don't mind her.
Yeah. I make beautiful kids.
I don't dispute that.
Can I ask you a question though? Yeah, because it sounds like it's more or less 50-50. You've had black women and you dated white women. What's the difference, like in regards to how the women treat you? I want to know, and just out of curiosity.
Don't butter it up as well.
No, I won't. Culture clash is the real thing. A lot of people don't address that.
Properly?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because you make them bathe.
I don't think I make them. But then, depends on what girls you go for.
But are they white girl, black girls? You know what I mean by white girl, black girls? Or are they Caucasian? Are they give it, what? Because...
I'll say the first one is a bit of both, and the second one's more the white side.
Okay. They all link up, the kids?
Hold on, let's let him finish with the whole cultural
yes
thing.
and no.
Okay, cool. Go on with the cultural thing still.
So, like, you see, like, what we do, like, we have like food, and when we have food and the music and that, little things like that.
Are you talking
I'm
about
not saying
gatherings?
you can't cook. Yeah, like the way we gather and we get together.
Yeah.
Is
With the family
different.
and stuff like that, you mean?
The family dynamic, because to me, black culture or people of colour, whether it's Asian, black, you know what I mean? Where I think, I'm not saying white is not family orientated, but a lot of them have like a bit of madness in family sometimes, or you don't talk to all your family, or a family could have died or something. So you're not really involved with all your family. It's just like more the immediate family. Where black families, even if you don't see each other often, you always reach out or you talk about the person. So like their memory and spirit's never gone, if that makes sense.
So you're talking about the extended family?
Yeah.
I think that's good though. Because sometimes I think we allow that, and of course we keep people around. That's like toxicity, and we still keep calling them. We don't need to keep calling their name. Because like we have a lot of abuse in our culture, trigger warning.
If your family's good to you and they're good people, then you should. But then if they're very questionable or there's some time-ish, that you don't choose who you're family with. Nowadays, I think family is what you make it. You don't have to share blood. It's loyalty and how the person treats you, respect, things like that.
Okay, so again, back to the original question. What's the difference between the women that you've dated, and I'm going to be specific, from black women to white women? What's the difference in how they respond to you, how they meet your needs?
Well, I feel...
If you can answer that, by the way, you may not feel there's any difference.
The black partners I've had, they don't let you get away with shit. You know, like timing, effort, things like that. The white relationship I had, I've been able to have more leg room to like do silly stuff, which is...
What do you class as silly stuff?
You know, like white lies or broken promises. Like with my black partners, there's no way they're accepting this and they're not letting this go.
And then how did that make you then feel when you then noticed there's a difference? Did you feel like it was potentially easier to kind of get along with the white baby mum or the black baby mum? The reason why I'm asking is because we hear this a lot, that there's a difference between black women and white women, and that white women kind of meet the needs of a black man more, they're less aggressive, and they're more in their feminine energy and stuff like that. So that's the reason why I'm kind of asking these questions, is about the difference. And I'm wondering if there's a difference with us in comparison to white women, or is there any tips per se?
Tips?
No, tips in regards to how we behave with our men.
Tips to who? Who's
no,
giving us tips?
Listen, no. You guys got to come out your emotion in this. The reason why I'm saying this, because I mentioned one thing about being in feminine energy.
We can't be in our feminine energy though.
Let's hold on. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Because black women are always told all the time, you got to be strong, you got to be black, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Whereas white women don't have that type of narrative that's installed in them from a young age. Because we're taught that all the time, isn't it? Yeah, you got black, you got to work 10 times harder, da, 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 da.
Yeah.
So when we're walking and how we interact and how we have relationships are going to be different.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I'm asking. So when I do say tips, I do mean tips, because it could be about how do we get into that feminine energy, or have you had a situation whereby you've had like the white, then you've gone to the black, and then you've gone back to the white, or whatever type of order, and that you've found something that you liked, for example, and then you've suggested to the other baby mum or partner that you've had, oh, you know what, I used to date someone and they would do this for me and da 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 da. And then have a conversation about that and what that looks like, to understand where that person comes from, as in the other partner.
Well, to me, like, you pass on things you learn, if that makes sense. So, like, when I was with my first, like, proper relationship, she would do, like, my self-grooming and stuff. You know, like, your feet, your nails, little things like that. So...
She was black, though, that one, isn't it? Yep.
So when I got into other relationship with someone that's not, even if they weren't, I would bring that to them, because if they had never done that for their man and things like that, to me, it's just like, I think that's mad. But then, depending on what you know, what you're around, is what you're going to put out there, if that makes sense. So when I bring that to the table, if you're like, no, I'm not doing that, then to me, it's just like, if we're going to be together and go forward, certain things you have to tweak or change. Example, like things like food and stuff. You see what I'm saying? Because, like, I don't mind, like, the English food and other things, but there's no way I'm going to work and then coming back, you're saying, yeah, I made shepherd's pie, or... Like, I don't mind them things, but I'm not having that on a regular. I want, like my
shepherd's
Caribbean food and them things. And I'm definitely not doing...
No, but
I'm not doing the oven food thing. I'm not doing the oven food
Foxie's
thing.
a foodie. Remember when we
they're
met
allowed to
him,
cook.
we know that he's a foodie.
Like, some things I taught and some things they already knew.
Yeah.
So, like, traditional
But
Caribbean
Foxie,
things.
sorry, you cannot date a white gal and then tell her she can't be making her staple dishes that she's been making for her whole life that they've been exposed to.
Well, she
That makes
can, but
no
not for
sense
me.
to
Not for me all the time.
Why
Yeah.
not? So who's for doing? She should be cooking separate meals.
Like, not like, I'm not saying that, but I'm not going to have jacket potato today, then shepherd pie tomorrow, and then
But
some
you
other food the
wanted
next
that.
day.
That's your
No,
preference.
because if you're with me, you're gonna
Now adapt. You now want
You're
her
gonna-
to,
of course.
to now make cultural
I'm
meals.
gonna put my twist and my stamp on things to make it work for me and you. Because something you might not even have tried in your life or thought you could do. Now I've shown you how to do it or prepare it or try it. Now you want that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I'm laughing because he attacked the
mad.
shepherd's pie. And we like a little bit
To me,
of
that's just like primary school
season
and jail
that.
stuff to me.
Cottage pie as well.
Oh, but you got to season it. You know, like an English version shepherd's pie to a Caribbean remix version, or black, maybe even
Nah,
black.
but see me, I'm done with all this remixing food things.
Alright, so-
Something leave alone, man.
All right, so boom, yeah. Question this off the back of Alicia's. So, were you telling your boy children that I mixed date a black woman or a white woman?
It's up to them. Because
Good. See, it's just about love.
see, when I grew up, my dad is like pro-black.
Thank you.
Son, don't be the first one to mix the blood in my family,
And you
and
did,
no
you
one's
fucked
done
it
it. Da, da, da. I was the first.
You fucked it
But
up.
I'm the old, but he's already said
You
it.
fucked it up.
But
He didn't fuck
He
it up.
did.
no,
No,
I
he
didn't
didn't.
fuck it up.
It's
told
fine
you.
to
No, but you know
have
why I said I
children
didn't
that
fuck it
are
up?
mixed.
You can't choose who you're with. If
You
you like
can.
someone, you like someone. I'm
Make
not,
an intention. Choose who
I'm
you
not
breed.
looking at colour.
He intended to find love, and he found love with someone
He
that's
didn't
not
love
Nah,
black.
them,
let me
so-
tell you this though.
It was mashing works, blood. You know?
And this is nothing to do with where you're from. It's just I eat with my eyes. That's how I look at it. When I was growing up, I preferred light-skinned girls.
He eat with his eyes, you know.
That is that
You
was
say
a
like
bar.
a-
I'm not gonna
No,
Say,
but,
oh, dark skin nigga with a little bit of
real talk. When I was growing up in school, I went to school in East London.
What school did you go to, by the way?
Cardinal Pole.
See, this is the thing. Like I said, I'm originally from Hackney.
Yeah.
E5, E8, E9, all the rest of it.
Yeah.
I grew up in Kingsmead, if you know Kingsmead.
Yeah,
Estate.
Kingsmead
Yeah.
Estate, yeah.
So after leaving Kingsmead Primary, I chose my school late, which was stupid because I just never cared about school. To me, school was just like
How could
see
you
my
choose
friends.
your school late?
I did that though.
Nah,
I
you
choose
see,
my
like
secondary
when
school
everyone's
then.
choosing their schools,
Yeah.
I did. My mum kept saying, "What school do you want to go?" I don't know.
I
I'll
was the
choose.
same.
And then she come to me saying, "You got to choose your school now."
And it
because,
was
okay.
last
the
minute.
spaces are running
Yeah.
I
out.
would have been
Yeah.
fuming.
So being from Hackney, a lot of people always usually go Hackney Free.
I was gonna say that.
And to me, when I was growing up, Hackney Free was like Biker Grove. Everyone wants to go there. You know what I'm saying? If you know about
Biker
Biker
Grove.
you
Yeah,
know.
they got Biker Grove.
So I said, yeah, I want to go Hackney Free. then my school was like, there's only one more space and there's 6 of you that want to go there, but they would prefer to take a girl than a boy. So I was really X'd out because there was like 4 girls and 2 boys.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, what's my options? So they said Cardinal Pole, the Catholic school, or Homerton House. And I said to my mum, you know me, I'm not going to all boys school. For one, I want to see girls, obviously. And 2, I was a bit of a hothead the younger I was. So if I go to school like that, don't complain when I'm fighting all the time. My mum knows how I am. Being the oldest, I'm always protector. So if you come and say something to me, or I'm a short guy, so when I got short man syndrome. So if you come to me and think because you're bigger than me, I'm not having it.
Yeah.
So I said,
I bet your
definitely
girl
not
are
going there.
tall as well. I bet you like them tall.
Sometimes, depends.
But you prefer that to climb big trees, innit? I know.
Why not?
I know, man.
So they came with another option.
She's like, she had to
Yeah,
climb coconut trees. I don't know. Climb that tree, sorry.
Pine nut tree and them things. Alright.
So obviously, keeping the East London, I don't know if you know McKenty, Waltham Forest,
Yeah, I do actually.
Black Horse Road. So when they said McKenty, I said, yeah, I don't mind. So I went McKenty for the first year
Okay.
in Waltham Forest. And I really liked it, but when I was going home now, after school, we go Walthamstow Central.
Ah,
I was
Central
doing
used to be
all
mad.
my friends, all the crazy stuff.
Yeah.
My mum went on that. I was coming home at like 7:30 every day. So to her, it's like, you ain't going there no more. So then we moved to East Ham.
Okay.
And then I went Brampton Manor.
Okay.
And the school was actually on my road. So my mum was like, you need to be in this house by 4:30. Like, none of that gallivanting no more, which I was pissed off about. But I actually really loved the school. So when I was growing up, like I said at You in My Eyes, I went to like mixed schools. So I used to just like light-skinned girls. Nothing to do with if you're black, you're mixed race or whatever. It's just that was
Your
what I was
preference.
attracted to, at the time.
But wasn't every brother attracted to lighties?
It was
back
like
in
a
the day?
phase then,
It
I
was
think.
a phase.
There was
It
a
was
phase.
definitely a phase.
You know, like when you watch the American movies, you see the light-skinned woman with certain hairstyles. Like, that's what I was drawn to.
Conditioning.
Because we never went
telling
through that
you.
as women. I didn't go through that.
And plus, another thing.
The same type that I liked as a young girl, I still like as a grown woman. It ain't shifted.
Another thing as well. When I was growing up, my dad being whole pro-black how he was, me being a dark-skinned guy, comments that was racist was usually to me, not just the black people, it was the dark-skinned black people. That's how I feel.
We spoke about
So
this, yeah.
when I hear people saying things on the playground and certain things, it didn't make me not want to be my skin. I love being black and being who I am, but it made me feel I don't want my kids to go through what I went through. So when I met a girl that was dark-skinned like me, in my head, my kids are going to be dark-skinned, then they're going to have to deal with what I dealt with. So it made me feel like I don't want that for them. But then I still liked light-skinned girls anyway.
It was still your preference.
And then I liked what I call exotic. So if you look foreign,
Exotic!
you know, like the
What's
Turkish,
that?
Italian...
Can I punch this bottle on your head?
No, that's just me, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So...
You can like what
that
you
was it.
like.
European.
But of course-
I'm not getting onto what he's like. Exotic, European, Eastern European.
Not just European, but it depends.
They're
What's
just European.
exotic?
Like...
Not black, basically.
Are you meaning
just that
a little bit of a tanned in
What's
their skin?
exotic?
Olive
What
skin?
look?
Is that olive white skin?
can
I
only
know what
use
you're
celebrity-
saying.
I can only use
Kim
celebrity for that.
Kardashian.
That sort of look.
Yeah,
Sort of
like
So
thing.
dark hair, olive
an
skin,
olive skin, so
petite.
not
You
pale.
could have like blue eyes, dark hair, or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
So
tan
basically,
skin.
everything that's not black.
No, but I did. Of course, I date black girls. I don't discriminate.
But you know
nothing.
what you've just said,
He
yeah,
just said
and
light
this is
skin.
what
How- how
highlights.
did he just
This
say
is
light
what
skin?
highlights to what what we say. Well, women say,
Yeah.
yeah, when you see on TikTok that you actually, well, you're saying that there's basically a complex with yourself because you didn't want to have children that looked
You
like
hated
you.
you know you hated yourself.
No, because of how people
That's how people made
responded
me
to
feel.
it.
Yeah, they made me
Because
feel
of
like
how
I should
people
hate myself, but I
responded
didn't
to
hate
it.
myself.
Yeah, but that
He
was...
didn't hate himself, but because of how the commentary in the playground and stuff
So now you
made
hear
him
that
feel
voice,
like,
yeah.
I don't want to have children that look like me.
So
Do you know
what
how
are-
mad that
so what are you
is?
That
telling
is
your...
mad,
what
but
are
it's
you
the truth. I have to
I
say my
hear it.
truth.
No,
innit?
no, I
Yeah.
So
hear
what are you
it.
telling your kids now? Because I hope that you're telling them, if you want to be with black, because that is... You've had kids with someone just for them to look brown as
Now,
him.
before you come, this is what I was saying about learning. I had no one to tell me that, and I didn't feel comfortable to talk to like my friends or family about that. So with my kids now, where I'm the teacher and I'm the one in front, I would tell them, like what you like, and black is beautiful no matter what. Does that make sense?
But how does that work in a conversation where your baby mother's white and you have to tell her? And no matter what happens, yeah, your mum is white. If any of your children get pulled over, if you have boys, you're an IC3 male, bro.
No
You're
matter what-
black, bro.
Yeah, I've always said
Understand
this to
that.
people. See, when you're mixed race, they're not looking at you as you're mixed, you're some of us, you're some of...
You're
You're just a black man to them.
Yeah.
And even if you're foreign, you could be Bulgarian, like you're a white Bulgarian man. They don't look at you as white. Because to me, when you look at white, you have to be British or Irish. You know what I'm like? The traditional stuff.
Proper Caucasian.
And that's it. They're not accepting nothing else. And obviously, there is people that obviously they're not racist at all. And then there are racist people. And then some people, you do it behind closed doors. You know what I'm trying to say? So, like, I think the world is slightly changing, but not fast enough.
Have any of your baby mums been like said anything rude to you? Like, are you black it?
Yeah, like off the hinge.
Just
like,
out
or
of
their
anger,
families, like you've kind of clocked, like, okay, you lot a bit prejudiced.
None of my partners, but like, you know, when they've got like the grandparent or the old mum or dad. If I hear any of that, I'm not on it, because if you still rock with your family and you know that this is what they do behind closed doors or how they are, I can't mess with that.
Yeah, but it's
I'm
not
not-
about
How does that impact on your child then?
Exactly.
Now, that's the thing. If that was the case, this is why I can't rock with that, because if you're looking at me funny because of my skin, you can't then love your grandson or your
granddaughter.
That's mad. So miss me with that. They won't be going to your house. They won't be seeing you. R.I.P. Bye.
How? If you're not with them, you can't control that.
I'm not with them, but then if my partner still wants to rock with them, you can do that without my youth. My youth's not going there on a Sunday, going to check them,
How are you gonna
taking
stop that?
pictures. I'm dad.
So what?
If I don't want my kids in that
you don't
situation...
live in that. You don't
He
live
doesn't
in
have
that
to. If
house.
he's an
Yeah,
active
if you're not
dad,
with
he'll
them-
have.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you're
he'll
an
have
active
a
dad, you have a
voice.
voice, you have a say. But if you're not with them, you really can't do nothing really in that scenario.
Yeah, if you're not with them. If you're not with them, even if you're active, you're saying...
But then,
That's
this is
respect,
why,
though,
you see,
isn't
when
it?
you meet someone and you get with someone, you have to talk, you have to ask questions.
Yeah, we've spoken
Because a lot of people don't ask questions.
said this, haven't we?
And if
We've
I
said
know
this.
what your family background is or what you've had in the past or been through, then that gives me red flags to say, I can't be with this person. If everything seems like it's smoothly and there's none of these problems, I can go forward with you.
Yeah.
And if something comes up after, I'll address it at the time. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
And everybody knows how good are people at masking the truth.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're brilliant, aren't they? Yeah.
Like, some people can keep lies forever.
We've said that before.
And the other people, they break when the pressure's on.
Yeah.
So it just depends on the character and what you come across.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Interessant. That's a
But
French
my answer, my question has not been answered still.
No,
though.
it hasn't.
Like-
No, but we
No,
don't.
no.
I don't need
Are you
any tips,
are you
though.
able?
You know what it is?
No, but it's not just for you. We're doing this for
No, but
for
they don't want
people.
tips. They don't
I
want
want him
tips.
no black women tips on here.
No, but he can though. He can, and it's his voice. So I'm asking if you do have any. If you
Alicia
don't, then
asked
you
you.
don't.
Then,
Yeah, I'm not
to
saying I'm
me,
not speaking for these two. I'm talking for myself.
I would word if there's no tips, but the difference is depends on the individual. Because what I bring to the table and what I allow you to show me, do you not make sense? Because if I'm showing you how I live my life, or how I want to be, and how my culture is, we can bring that into our home, regardless what your background or your culture is.
So
If
you
that makes
accepting
sense.
of their culture at the same time as well, then?
Depends on what it is.
Because you have to kind of merge it a little bit.
Depends
no?
on what it is. Like, if, like, not every black person goes to church, we know that. So if you come from, like, I know, like, my last baby mum, she's Irish, isn't it? So her family's into church and stuff, but she doesn't go, she's not really going to church and stuff. So she wanted to, like, incorporate that, where I've stopped going to church. From one day, my nan said to me, "Are you going to church?" And I was like, "Do I have a choice? I'll stop going to church." So if she wanted to do that, because that's part of her culture, I wouldn't mind doing that or compromising with certain things, but then some other things, I might be like, "No, we're not doing that." So it just depends on the individual.
Okay.
I mean,
But
you still
it's
haven't
not
answered
easy.
the question though.
To me, it's quite a difficult question. That's why.
You're smart,
And
man. Don't answer
This
it.
is the thing.
Yeah,
Your mum's
yeah,
black.
no.
But not
Your
even
mum's
that.
black.
Not even
though.
that.
I suggest you
Not even
don't
that.
answer it.
It's hard for me to answer.
You can't
You
answer
can't
it.
answer it. It's
can't
something
answer
that
it.
you shouldn't
I think you can't. But if you had like a panel of different people and you hear different opinions or you hear what someone else says, I can be like, I agree with that or I don't agree.
That's an
with that.
opinion though. What Leisha's asking is point blank. What is the clear difference? And I know what she is panning towards, but you cannot say it and you won't say it. It's either you won't say it, you don't actually know, and that's better. You say you don't actually know.
I probably just won't say it.
Yeah, because I know I know exactly what
yeah.
she
That's
said.
fair.
Because I know what she's saying. Because it always seems like exactly what Leisha said. Like, for instance, we come across a certain way. Like, that's how we've heard some black men speak, to say like
That's the reason why I want to know.
Yeah, exactly.
That's because you've had
He can't answer.
both, and I just
Can't
wanted to know
answer.
if there is like this significant difference between
yeah.
a black woman and a white woman. Is it because we're not feminine enough? Is it because we're too aggressive?
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
it like a thing that you've been
I
able to
slightly
see?
agree with that aggressive thing, but
Okay.
again, it's the individual.
I was just about
So
to
not
say
everybody's
that.
the same.
Yeah.
But I do think some of the black women are harsh on their guys.
Yeah.
Because as a black man already, you're already having to live a struggle. Whether it's getting a job, putting yourself forward for certain things and being overlooked in certain scenarios. So God loves a trier. Work out my partner. If I'm out here and you see I'm trying to do better and do things, don't always put me down for my efforts, if that makes sense. And I'm not saying a race makes you feel better or more encourages you, but black women are very harsh on that at times.
But do you understand where that comes from?
Of course I do, because we're living the same struggle as you.
And
a lot of you lot have gone through a lot of things. Not just like you three here, our mums, our nans, everything. We know what black people's fought for and what we're still trying to fight for. Do you see what I'm saying? And it takes a lot of us to make a big difference. So if everyone's not on the same page, how is this going to happen? And this is why you have to be open-minded sometimes, because like I said, the world is changing. And it doesn't mean you have to change with it, because you're who you are. But be open-minded to have certain conversations and not be afraid of looking into things or changing or doing research. Everything's out there. The truth is out there.
And then thank you for also saying one of the most important parts is when you're getting to know someone, having those conversations.
We always talk about
Different races and different cultures. It could be even the same race, but different culture, having those conversations before you have a child, because then you kind of need to know what you're kind of dealing with and if that's something that you can actually manage.
100%.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I think that collecting data when you're not thinking about children is different. Me personally, I don't know, I'm not racist. I'm not gonna lie to you, but there's some certain things I'm not really budging on.
Yeah.
And I'm not really on trying to explain to you why we do what we do. I'm not really trying to do that. So it's a bit awkward. Obviously, my children are black, so that's just what it is. I'm not saying a white man couldn't speak to me, but I just feel like there's a part of you that's gonna be there's a part of you that's gonna have some prejudice in you that's just gonna get techie. I don't want you to feel like you can do any race play or you're like as well. And I just feel like a lot of white women, I'm not speaking for all of you, so don't you ever come in the comments and start talking smack. Yeah? Some of you like to fetishize our black men. I don't care what you want to say to me. I don't hear what you lot want to say.
I think
it's both sides though.
Because black men do the same thing. Because what you said about
is exactly
it
what,
is a
that's the
fetishized thing. Like
rationale,
I know some black women who have been with lighter skinned men or white men for hair purposes because they wanted soft. This notion of
good hair,
softer hair.
I want good hair.
That's ridiculous. You trying to say black girls don't?
Bare girls said was growing up, I want my son to be light skinned with green eyes.
You find that weird? That's weird.
And not even that, they wanted their kid to be a guy that they fancied.
That is weird.
That's wild.
Do you know how weird that is?
That's wild to me.
It is weird.
That's
it's mad.
weird,
it's actually
bro.
mad. When you sit there and think about the madness, it's actually mad.
You're
The
sitting
things
there
that
in
we
a
come
group
up
chat
with.
like, oh yeah, my child's chopped. Like, that's weird, man.
And let's not get it twisted. Growing up, whether you're white, black, no matter what race you are, our parents tell us to find someone like us. That's fact. Regardless if you want to call it racist, keep to your own, whatever you want to label it as. And my dad said to me one time, I'll never forget. And I was baffed when he said this, but it makes sense. He said, you see a lion in there trying to sleep with a zebra or sleep with this?
Exactly.
I hear what he's saying.
Because there's some things that we can't, there's some things that's innately in you. And when you mix the bloodline, I remember someone telling me, whether it's truth or not truth, this is going to ruffle some feathers, Someone saying there was a point where some white people, don't know where they got the information from, they needed black people to sustain life. They needed our bloodline, like our physical, our physical DNA
slavery
to sustain, like till now, they will die off. So every time black men keep been doing this thing of do you not understand? And then these people attack you. Do you not understand? You're sustaining them. You're breathing life into them. You know that?
We're diluting the world anyway.
Yeah.
We live in a multicultural world now.
It's the biggest race that's growing anyway right now is mixed race anyway.
Yeah.
Like, there's loads of mixed race anyway.
Yeah, of course. Well, mixed heritage, because mixed race, you can't say that now.
Can you not say mixed race?
No, mixed heritage.
Mixed heritage then, whatever you want to call it, other than them terminologies
that are racist. So what are you African?
Sorry, I got a
Is that what you assumed? I'm African.
Are you African?
No offense to Africans, you wish you had me on your team. I'm Caribbean.
You're Caribbean? That nose is your dad's, bruv. That nose is whammy.
You're so
Nah, let's get on to that.
No,
My dad's side is Bayesian, my mum's side Guyanese.
I don't know which side it came from, but I'm
you
gonna
see,
say Miss Daddy.
no, but it's right. Listen, we're just talking about race here, and then you comment on his nose.
But that's
being
sorry. Can I just
that's
say
crazy.
that is
Daddy bless
something
me.
so Caribbean?
Yeah,
Jamaican.
It's 100%
100%, yeah.
Jamaican, but
Nothing
it's
wrong with that.
crazy.
I'm
Like, it's
attacking by
crazy.
my chest. I know
Big
he's heard
nose,
it.
big lips.
He's
I don't
heard
care.
it his whole life. That now it's just like whatever. Like that's it's school. You know what people are gonna say. It is what it is. You
No,
ride
but
with
I can
it.
accept it
But
from
you ride with
being
it,
the same
though.
colour.
This is
as
the
me.
black
Oh,
trait. This
yeah.
is the black trait coming
If
out.
someone else
This
said
is
that to
mad.
me,
You wouldn't.
Yeah,
have
you'll
it.
kick off, obviously.
100%.
Do you get it? 110%. Because people are paying for your lips right now. Ooh, probably one of your baby mothers probably paying for them lips. Take you one. Because he knows.
No, I haven't got one
Do you know
anymore.
what? Yeah, because of what she just said. Yeah, you can literally. You need to give us a freestyle off of what she just said. I think that's a good.
Nah, you're
Come on,
killing
man.
me.
Come
You're
on.
killing me.
All right, give us something. Like we're wrapping up now. You gotta give us something. So
I'll give
she
you
just
bars
called
at the
it-
end.
No, this is the end. We're drawing to the end now.
Wait, so you ready to give
Yeah,
you the
we're
bars?
ready.
Nah, but it won't be on that though.
Okay,
So what's
we're
it going
beyond
to be
that.
on then?
You can just get onto her. Get onto Ash.
Rotted.
Hey.
Right, he's saying to slew me, say no
Nah,
more.
I'm not slewing you.
Because I swear down.
I'm not.
Don't let me get my
Nah,
freestyle
I'm not.
back.
Well, you're not ready, yeah?
Yeah, we're ready.
Man's got bars all day. If it ain't real, don't care what they say. Real ones know when you feel this pain. Can't let a fake man move in my lane. Loss after loss, charge up to the game. I don't take chat, let's load and aim. I'm a bit tap scared, chrono brain. I feel like Lamar cause I can't stand the rain. Then I'm gone again to the next page. Man, when I act up, feel these flames. I black out, then it's red like the mask on Kane. Run a man down, make him dash like Dame. Bully on the block, better tuck your chain. And what can you do to me? I'm Luke Cage. Go against me cause you gotta be brave. Best on the set and the best of the man, they shell it and go. I'm badder than them and I'm letting them know. If man chat shit, then I rise this pole. It's black that gloves on, come let's go. No, they can't come round my zone. No chat when I see them talk on the phone. You don't wanna see me pull up with bro. I hop out and ride like who's on smoke. 2 drawers on my zoo, 1 big toe. Right here no funny man, I come with joke. Set up a piece, I can't be broke. If I'm on you and there's no hope. See me and be on votes. Line after line but we don't do coke. Got something on me, keep that on the low. The team come through black tight like coat and I'm gone again. You can't catch me. Take your wife, turn it into a battery. So much bars are gonna open a factory. I'm sitting on top of the world, it's like brandy. Hunting deadly, it comes in handy. See me blood more toys than Andy. I get mad then I turn anti. Incredible hope blood, that's me angry. These man lost in the game like Jumanji. Take your wife, turn it into a bad beat. Beat and dash that turn leg Bambi. Only the real understand me. Want to show you the way that I do this gladly. This one's greased like Danny and Sandy. Ain't on no peace, think I'm Gandhi. I go Joe, put hands on family.
Let me just say something, yeah? I heard one line in specific. What did he say? He's got more toys than Andy.
Come on, Toy
Well, you
Story.
know what? Toy Story!
Nah, you have to back me for that. You have to back me for
He
that.
said he's got more toys than Andy!
And I rate that you heard that as well.
What? I said, yeah. I said, I love a little play on words, man.
Yeah, that was
Nah, I
good.
like that. You lot are listening.
That was
I
Thank
like
you,
it.
Yeah, because then we
Foxie,
just
for
chatting
giving us
shit and
the
I'm throwing air
freestyle.
nonsense.
Thank you.
You know your brother's gonna run this up, you know.
I rate East London, remember?
Yes.
Where can
Well-
we find you? Where can we find you?
I've got a lot of stuff on YouTube, on Music Militia YouTube channel. Big up the Music Militia man, them, the whole team. I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. I'm on literally everything, Twitter. So Foxie.mfe8, Instagram, TikTok, Foxie Gram God, and my YouTube channel just started, but we get there.
We hear it.
Lovely.
Like and subscribe to him,
Basically,
guys.
guys, and you know where we are, Mama Drama Podcast on every single platform, and we are out.
And one more thing.
Oh, wait.
Part 3, Muscle D, myself, Band GK, J-Wing and Tiny, produced by Spooky, out now. Go and take a listen, Spotify out.
Alright.